Welcome back to Lafayette Lifestyle. I'm Robbie Breaux here with Kim Boudreaux, CEO of Catholic Charities of Acadiana. They are in conjunction working under a big umbrella with United Way and Second Harvest Food Bank. Tell us a little bit more about how we are able to help out the Acadiana youth during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Great. Thanks for offering me the opportunity to visit with you today and to share about our work in the community. And during this time of disaster and during all times of disaster, it's important for our community of nonprofits to work together. And we've seen this for many years. The first week that I worked with Catholic Charities as the CEO, Hurricane Katrina happened. And so I learned this story early in my career.
Baptism by fire, right?
It was a baptism by fire. And I was grateful for that experience, not when it was happening, but after it happened. The valuable lessons that I learned about collaborating with community partners during disaster, not only with nonprofits, but with government entities, the business community, and to all come together to serve our community. And so as Catholic Charities of Acadiana, we work on providing life-sustaining support for people that are vulnerable in our community. And we share that similar values with many nonprofits in our community, and with Second Harvest in particular around feeding our community. Catholic Charities of Acadiana has been operating St. Joseph's Diner for many years, and we have a passion for ensuring that people in our community are fed, and also it's kind of our Cajun thing.
It's the Cajun way.
Yeah.
So, feeding people today is actually kind of a new little twist to be able to make sure we're serving meals and also doing it in a responsible manner. How's that happening?
It's been complicated and it's been challenging, and I think that's where the value of our partnerships come into play, because things that have challenged us in food delivery has been food supply and making sure that we have enough food, of the right food, and the amount of food that we need to be able to meet the needs that exist in our community. And then normally we rely on donated food and volunteers to accomplish our mission. And
that's changed.
It's changed, and the donations have been challenged. Both the in-kind donations of food, because it's not really safe for people to dig in their pantry to get the things that they would normally give to a food drive and bring it. So really we're looking at other sources of food, like Second Harvest, that's able to access USDA food. And they have wholesale and other opportunities that are available to them that's very valuable to our community. And then the other aspect of it is volunteers normally make up what for anybody else would be your staff or paid staff. And in this pandemic, we're being asked to stay at home. And so we're not really encouraging people to come out and volunteer. And when you are able to volunteer, there's a number of people that we can only accommodate. So the challenges have been unique in this disaster and unlike anything else that we've ever faced. But like any community that's very determined in spirit, we're going to make it through it. And I think we're all doing the best that we can. And it's never going to be fast enough or for any of us that we know the need exists out there in the community. We feel passionate about meeting that need. We feel passionate about helping people that are at home without food. And so it's never going to be fast enough for us, but we're doing the best that we can, and we have to.
So folks that are sitting on their, scrolling on their phone or at home on their computer, what can they do to be able to help out Catholic Charities of Acadiana as well as Second Harvest now? We can't dig into the pantry.
I'd say financial donations are the most important way to be able to support this particular disaster, both now during the height of the pandemic, but even after. And I think that right now is a hard time to make that ask, and because people are, number one, our donors are being impacted personally, and a lot of our donors are business owners trying to figure out how they're going to pay their employees, and they're making the SBA loans, and we're all in this together. And so we are all struggling to find the resources that we need to keep our community going. I think that after the initial, phase of this disaster is over, and our community can begin to go back to some sense of normalcy, whatever that's going to look like, and our donors are able to better assess how they're personally affected, I think that they'll be able to be a little more confident in what they can share with others and through their donations. So people that can give, we ask, a $25 donation
Goes a long way.
Goes a long way. And I think that a lot of people have the perception that it's major donors that help make our services possible, when the reality is that I think about 75% of our revenue comes from small gifts, and that small gifts make a huge difference when you put them all together. And so a $25 donation made by a large group of people really does make an impact.
Where can they donate?
So I think any of our websites, Catholic Charities of Acadiana has a donation page. It's probably our landing page right now on our website, and online is the easiest way for us to receive donations right now.
Awesome. Kim, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you spending time with us and getting the word out for everybody that's there. As always, if you have any more questions on where you can donate, the links below will have the link over to Catholic Charities of Acadiana. It's where you can make that donation. No matter how small, it does help. Every little bit does help. I'm Robbie Breaux for Kim Boudreaux. We'll see you next time.